got some of my gear on, and I am going to head out. Okay, so you can see it's Saturday the 28th of October at 17:36 Korean time, and I am just heading out the door to head up to that peak right there. Sun's already gone down, so I'm gonna have to hurry to get up there before it's really dark. So it is fall and they've harvested the rice, so I think that's pretty cool. Gone there, so I'm heading up on that hilltop there. Right up there is my goal. Apparently there's elk up on this side, so we have to venture up there sometime to see if I can actually find them, but I don't think I believe it because I haven't heard them, and by now they should be rutting when you would be hearing the sounds that they make when they're rutting. So I don't believe it. Okay, so here I am, I'm walking along. I've got that mountain right here in front of me, and the colors are changing, and walking through the ice fields into a little village. I don't know what this village is called, but I'll stop here in a second and turn the video around because you got to see what you got to be careful of. So I don't know if you can see that, but at nighttime that drop off is pretty deep. It's a cool little village I'm heading to. Pretty neat little village here. So I'm gonna walk by the bus stop, go around the corner, and then I'm gonna skirt up, climb to the top of that, then I'm gonna walk that ridge line all the way up to there. And here's the valley down below. You can hear the crickets and the other bugs. Leaves down here just changing. You can see that tree right there. Pretty cool. Can't believe I'm getting paid to do this. It's pretty cool, this little village. This is the roads that they have to deal with. And you can see modern houses combined with old houses. Hope there's a trail up here. I haven't been this way before, so might be a mistake. Alright, so this is not a shortcut because I'm going to have to go around to the east and then swing around to the north, and then I cut through a game trail before I actually catch on the real trail. But it's still pretty cool. I might need my headlamp here pretty quick though. It's dark this time of year. Okay, so I'm about to head through the bush there. I could go around that way. Here's some old graves. I have a great view. They put graves all over the place up here, so I hope I'm not being disrespectful for them, but I'm going to cut through this bush. I think there's another grave site up there, and then there's a game trail, and eventually it'll link up with the actual trail. Maybe one day in the daylight I'll come down to the east and the north here, and I'll find it after. Okay, so I'm going through several graves here. That one almost looks like a bunker. What you may not be able to hear in the background sounds like a pack of dogs. And what I'm curious about here is that you can actually eat dog here. So I always feel bad about the fact that some of these dogs probably are food for somebody else. Oh wow, so I have pretty good natural instincts. I've been busting the brush, and this was my goal, because I knew that along here there's a game trail that connects with the major trail. So I'm on it now. It's already dark too. Let's see. It is kind of steep. Okay, 1825, and I made it to the first plateau where they build these exercises. So there's a little platform, probably hard to see in the dark, but maybe the light will shine out a little bit. Through the trees you can tell we're actually on a high ground, on a peak, so once the leaves fall off you'll be able to see the lights and stuff better. But first little break, there's a bench, trail's over that way. So that is the official trail now, so it should be a little bit easier, but there's going to be, I know there's a steep part where we're going to have to use a chain and stuff to get up on the rock. So I'm right at a ridge line, so that's the north side. It's hard to see through there. And then here is the south side. Even though it's only a half moon, this granite rock shines pretty well. Reflects pretty well. So there's the moon. Alright, so it's about 8 o'clock. And this is my view out of my tent. There's a lot of campers up here. So I guess I'm glad I got up here when I did. But there's still a lot of people up here. Wow. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about almost 10 tents up here right now. The view's pretty cool. I don't know if it's staying focused or not. you doing up here? Come on, focus. Alright, hey kitty. How are you? How are you? Not sure if you can hear that, but somebody's snoring. Set up the time lapse so we can try to catch it. Okay, so now it is almost 8 in the morning. The sun's up. You can see the leaves have changed a little bit. Alright, so see the colors changed here. So today is the 29th of October 2017. It's about 8 a.m. Korean time, South Korean time. Kind of windy up here. Actually, it's pretty chilly with the wind chill. I think it's in the 40s, so the wind chill's fairly strong. I think tonight it's supposed to be in the 30s, so if the wind blows like this in the morning. You can see all the rice fields have been harvested, and they've got all the rice. I think that's rice anyway. That's the stuff in those white bags down there. So that is the west. We're on the south side of this hill here. cat was sitting last night. It looks so different in the daylight. So it looks like there's some timber stuff down there. I thought I walked down that way, but I think I went down that side before. This is 1,280 meters. I think the Garmin says feet. Pretty steep climbing up here. A lot of this, I don't know if it's granite or not, but it's pretty rocky up here. And I noticed coming up here with the 60-pound pack is a little tough. But they've invested a lot of time and effort and money into this trail. So they put these rails here in a few places, as you can see as it goes down along there. There's some on the other, on the west side too. Definitely was helpful when you had a 60-pound ruck on, and climbing up this, at least in the dark too, at least for an old guy like me. About 8:30 on a Sunday morning, and this may be one of my favorite places I've been able to experience in quite a long time. I'm having flashbacks of when I used to go hunting with my grandpa, and sort of feels like Utah. It has that feel of the air, and it's their version of the scrub oak is similar to what I grew up with. And top it off, it's just a nice, cool fall day. Kind of foggy, or not, hazy maybe. So you feel a little bit of the sun warmth, but not a lot. Got some extra snivel gear on. Leaves going chirping constantly. But yeah, hey, this is a good spot. I wish I would have brought my camping stove down. I'm just below the peak here on the east side. That way's north. It's hard to show how steep this is, but these are not really, I don't think these are actually drilled in. They're just kind of cemented on top. Spot I thought I was gonna have, but actually the one I ended up with I think is probably one of the best, except it's kind of windy. I guess they're pretty close. I think mine is a feet though. pretty good spot too. So the landing pad's up there, and that's where I camp. You can see that pole right there. There's a flag on the other side of that pole. There's the trail. It's up that ridge line there, and it comes down. Pretty crazy how these trees and stuff just grow right out of the rock. Pretty big cliffs, especially on the other side. See some people over there, and I think the cliffs are actually on the other side there. Not sure if the colors are going to get much more better or not, but 29th of October here in Korea. About 9 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. It's supposed to get in the 30s tonight. Last night the temperature said it was about 40, but it was windy, so I slept comfortable in the tent, but it might start getting a lot chillier. It's one of the first places I think I've seen graffiti so far in the almost 5 months that I've been here. Pretty windy up here. A little bit hazy. It might be rain. Check your tent for the wind. See, there's a spider right there. Alright, so I thought it was going to rain, but it looks like it blew over. But I'm cleared up a little bit after 11 on the 29th of October 2017, and it's a windy day up here, but it's still beautiful. Fall colors come into play, great views. It's Camp Humphreys over there. I'm not sure what the name of that town is. Peyongtaek is beyond that, quite a ways. About 15 or 20 miles probably. Okay, so that's where I camp. First night in my tent here in Korea. So I've been doing the hammock on my bike rides, but the first time I camped in the tent since I've been here. And it seems like it won't be too much longer before it gets pretty chilly at night. It was cool last night, but it's actually still good sleeping weather. Inside the tent it was, and you were sheltered from the wind, so it didn't make it so bad. Pretty steep downhill, especially with the 60-pound ruck. so you're kind of top heavy. Make some of the fall colors up here pop just a little bit more, where it's been hazy, and so the colors haven't been standing out. So sometimes, just like in photography or just like in life, everything's a little bit all about timing. Alright, so, I don't know if I can get this high enough, but I just came to that little rock wall there. I don't know if you can see the ropes that get you up that ledge there to that ridge, up to that high ground. What I'm showing is the north side of the mountain here, the amount of daylight we have, and how you can see how those colors have changed from when I was up here a month ago. It's pretty cool. Windy. I'm not going to do as much exploring today as I thought. About noon. Probably take me an hour or so to get down. Just kind of take my time. Enjoy the leaves and the cool wind. And I'm going to explore maybe one other alternate way to try to get down. But you gotta love this place. It looks like they came up here and did some maintenance. Can't read Korean, but I'm guessing that those signs on those benches say wet paint. There was one here last night. The wind's probably blown it away, but you see they've restained it. So, pretty nice little area. Pretty great view. So like I said earlier, they have graves all over the place. It's kind of some beautiful places. I don't know if they have rules and regulations like we do in the US, but I kind of think I prefer this way. So anyway, rest in peace. Rest in peace. Another decision point, because I normally keep coming up that side and I don't know where that trail comes out, so I think I'm going to lean towards going back down that trail, but I see there is another trail right here, so maybe I'll leave this for another day and I will go down this trail one time to see where it breaks out into the open in the area down below. Little game trail here. It's right along a ridge line. This is the one that I normally always come up. It'll take me down to this old building, which I don't know what it was, but maybe it had something to do with farming or something. But Doesn't look like this is overly well-traveled trail, but I don't know if the other one would have been any better. So there's another gravesite up there. It's got a nice little clearing. And heading down on the trail here. So it's kind of curved back around. I'm heading back actually to the west. So maybe this trail just links in with the one that I preferred, because I'm basically heading down that way. And it looks pretty defined trail down that way. Alright, so there's buildings right there, so looks like I'm just about out of the woods, as they say. But it sure looks like I'm going into the bush. Alright, so just came out of there. There's some graves up there. And a whole another shrine here. Now I gotta figure out where this sidewalk comes out. I think the church is right there around the corner where I went up, like right between those trees maybe. So I never know what these are, and it doesn't seem like anybody is in a hurry to pick them, and it sort of seems like even the bugs and the birds don't grab them. So, oh man, they're hooked on here though. Feels like a miniature pumpkin. But yeah, they're connected to the tree, that's for sure. I don't know what they are. Wow, so it looks like I'm actually coming by somebody's house as far as I can tell. So there's the church over there that I normally go in that way and come around the corner. So I walked by this place, but I didn't feel comfortable. That's where the cats were hiding, right there behind that car. And so that's where that trail comes out anyway. Pretty flowers. Everybody has their own little garden. Kimchi pots. And there's the church. That cross lights up as red at night. Pretty cool. Here's a good example of how they do their heating of their floors. So they build their fireplaces so that the floor heat goes into the floor. It's pretty ingenious. Typically though, their chimneys will be dispersed so that they don't give up smoke signal stuff. So you can see the chimney, the heat goes in through the floor, goes across, and then they don't have smoke, they don't have the other issues, the floor stays warm. So it's a pretty good idea.